Welcome, both longtime Leo loyalists and curious new visitors, to my channel, Golden Fortune Leo, where astrology meets the real talk of human psychology, with a little sprinkle of Buddhist wisdom and yes, a touch of humor. If you've ever wondered whether the stars gossip about you behind your back, this is where you find out. Now, about this latest cosmic drama. This weekend, dear Leo, prepare for a revelation that will hit closer to home than your neighbor's Wi-Fi signal. There is someone in your inner circle, someone you've trusted, loved, maybe even defended against criticism, who's been playing a double game. They've been charming your generous heart while hiding a truth that's about to explode. And trust me, the universe has been watching this act like a Netflix series it's finally ready to cancel. I like to call this cosmic customer service at its finest. When the universe decides your subscription to deception has expired, there's no renewal option. Especially for you, the chosen ones of the Leo tribe, the truth isn't just coming, it's barreling in like a freight train. Now, let's be honest. You've felt it in your gut. That subtle nudge, that small voice whispering, something's off here. But being the big-hearted Leo you are, you silenced that inner alarm. Maybe you chalked it up to overthinking, or maybe you just preferred your relationships served with a side of blissful ignorance. After all, Leos are known for their loyalty and for believing in people's better angels, even when those angels have clearly gone rogue. But this weekend, your intuition will be validated louder than a neighbor's bass on a Sunday morning. And here's where it gets interesting. You've been living in a beautifully decorated prison, a web spun with sweet words, false promises, and charm offensives worthy of an Oscar nomination. But the universe, in its infinite wisdom, says it's time for a jailbreak. And Leo, you're not crawling out quietly. You're making your exit with the confidence of someone strutting straight into the year of triumph 2025. Turning betrayal into your personal catwalk moment. As someone who has spent decades studying not just the Zodiac, but how the human heart plays its own games, I can tell you this isn't punishment. It's divine protection. It's life's way of editing out the people who don't deserve a front row seat in your story. And when that mask drops this weekend, you won't just see the truth, you'll see your own strength staring back at you in the mirror. Because if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that a Leo never stays down for long. Especially not the chosen ones stepping into their triumphant new era. Let me tell you something, Leo, and I say this not just as a researcher of astrology and psychology for over 2 decades, but as someone who has seen this universal script play out more times than I can count. When the universe steps in, it doesn't do subtle. It doesn't whisper sweet warnings and hope you pick up on the hints. No, it brings the divine hammer down, and it serves that just as hot, fresh, and right on time. You see, the universe watched your light, your fierce, radiant Leo light, get dimmed by deception. And in true cosmic fashion, it basically said, "Oh no, not on my watch." Because if there's one cosmic law I've witnessed over and over again, it's this. The chosen ones always get protected. Sometimes that protection comes wrapped in painful truth, but hey, enlightenment was never meant to be a spa treatment. Now, before you start beating yourself up, let's talk about those signs you missed or maybe conveniently ignored. You saw the cracks. Oh, they were there. Little inconsistencies, the half-truths, the weird energy shifts. But in classic Leo style, you wanted the love story. You didn't sign up for a crime documentary. And I get it. Who wants to believe that someone you trust is more soap opera villain than soulmate? You're a heart-first kind of Zodiac. You crave loyalty, passion, and yes, a bit of that epic romance vibe. But sometimes, Leo, the universe throws in a plot twist so wild, it leaves even Netflix writers going, "Damn, I didn't see that coming." This weekend, that twist is coming to your doorstep, and spoiler alert, it's personal. Because this isn't some distant acquaintance or random internet troll. No, This is someone you've broken bread with, laughed with, maybe even shared your favorite binge-worthy series with. You've been hosting a snake at your dinner table, Leo. A snake with a smile sharp enough to cut through your trust like a hot knife through butter. And this weekend? That snake is going to slither right out into the open where you can finally see it for what it is. But here's the real kicker, and trust me, I say this with both humor and heartfelt wisdom, it's not about them. It's about you finally seeing yourself with clarity. Because once you realize who's been dimming your light, you'll also realize how brightly you were meant to shine all along. And that, my fierce lion-hearted friends, is the kind of plot twist that even karma can't help but applaud. Now, here's where the universe really shows off its sense of humor and impeccable timing. The grand reveal is coming, Leo, and how it lands depends, believe it or not, on your birth date. If you're born between July 23rd and August 1st, get ready to stumble upon evidence completely by accident. Maybe it's a text left open, a random message that pops up, or a conversation you overhear while reaching for your favorite coffee. It's like the universe turns into Sherlock Holmes and hands you the magnifying glass, except you didn't even ask for the case. For those born August 2nd to 12, you'll get the news courtesy of a third party. Yep, someone in your circle will finally grow a spine and spill the tea. Whether it's guilt, a slip of the tongue, or pure bravery, they'll hand you the missing piece you didn't even know you were looking for. And if you're born between August 13th and 22, well, the person you trusted will go ahead and expose themselves. Whether it's guilt eating away at them or sheer stupidity, honestly, you decided it'll be like watching someone trip over their own lies in slow motion. But let's be clear, this isn't some petty drama or harmless white lie. This is betrayal of the soul-shaking variety. The kind that rattles your very foundation and forces you to ask, how did I not see this coming? But here's the kicker, sometimes the universe lets the wrong ones into your life just so you can recognize the right ones. The truth, even when it feels like a gut punch, is your exit ticket from connections that were never real in the first place. And before you start thinking this is cosmic punishment, relax. This isn't the universe being harsh. It's spiritual spring cleaning. You're stepping into the year of triumph 2025, and believe me, you don't need dead weight dragging you into your breakthrough season. Yes, the emotional cocktail will hit hard. You'll feel anger, sadness, betrayal, maybe even relief. Feel it. Own it. Just don't throw that emotional cocktail like a Molotov at anyone. Emotions aren't meant to be bottled up, but they're also not meant to explode all over your living room. This is your moment to sip it, process it, and then toast to the freedom that comes after the storm. Let me break it to you gently, Leo. Some folks in your circle might have known the truth before you did, and chose to keep it zipped. Yep, it happens more often than we'd like to admit. People sit on the truth like it's a hot gossip grenade, afraid it'll blow up in their face if they hand it to you. But before you start mentally drafting a hit list, let's pause. This isn't about punishing the messenger or worse, beating yourself up for not seeing it. The real gold here? Never, ever doubt your gut again. You're a Leo, not some domesticated house cat playing with yarn. Your intuition is sharp, your instincts are primal, and this weekend just proved they've been right on the money all along. What's really beautiful and yet a little savage about moments like this is they act like a cosmic filter. The fake friends, the energy leeches, the ones who only stuck around for what they could get, they'll start falling away faster than your Wi-Fi when you actually need it. But the real ones? The chosen ones who were meant to walk this road with you? They'll stick by your side, stronger than ever. And you'll see them with fresh eyes, because when the masks fall, so do illusions. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not about to turn into a paranoid skeptic. This isn't the Leo way. But from now on, you'll be sharper, more discerning. You'll be like a lion surveying the savannah, not cold, not jaded, just wise enough to know when to roar and when to stretch out in the sun without a care. Healthy caution always beats naive optimism, especially in the year of triumph 2025. And here's the part I love the most: this whole mess? It's your cosmic rebirth. You've been dialing down your shine, maybe to make others comfortable, maybe because you doubted your worth. But that chapter's closed. This is your renaissance, Leo style. Big, bold, unapologetic. The universe just lit the fireworks and they're spelling out your name across the sky. Here's the real heart of the matter, Leo, and trust me, I say this with both research-backed wisdom and the hard-earned insight of someone who's seen enough zodiac patterns to fill a library. Your heart is pure gold. That's just who you are. Big-hearted, fiercely loyal, a natural giver. But here's the catch: just because your heart shines doesn't mean you should hand it over to every smooth talker with a sob story and a fake smile. Loving big? That's not the problem. The problem is when you start letting gestures wear your crown. And I think we can both agree that stops right now. From this moment on, you're setting a whole new standard for who gets a seat at your royal table. Loyalty, respect, honesty, those aren't negotiable. They're the entry fee. Anyone who can't rise to that level? They can exit stage left, no encore, no applause. Because let's be honest, you didn't survive cosmic betrayal just to entertain people who belong in the nosebleed section of your life. You've earned front row relationships only. And when that betrayer comes crawling back, because they always do, right, don't fall for the greatest hits playlist. You know the one: deny, gaslight, ghost, or play the victim. I'm here to remind you, loud and clear, not your circus, not your monkeys. You are not responsible for cleaning up their mess or cushioning the fall from their own bad decisions. What's really going to blow your mind, Leo, is when you start looking back and realize just how many choices you made, how many dreams you adjusted, based on their lies. And guess what? That chapter is over. You're done playing by fake rules written by people who didn't even deserve a cameo in your story. From here on out, you're rewriting the script, and this time, it's all real, all bold, all you. One thing I've learned after decades of studying the stars, human nature, and that tricky little thing called intuition is this: your body often knows before your mind does. Leo, your inner compass? It's sharper than you give it credit for. Those gut feelings, those weird vibes when someone walks into the room, that dream you brushed off as just random, yet none of that is by accident. That's your inner lion growling softly, saying, something's off. And the sooner you learn to trust that instinct, the better. Honestly, your intuition's been batting 1,000 while your logic's been taking a coffee break. Now, as for all those that was weird moments you've been stockpiling like mental post-it notes over the years, get ready for the big cosmic aha. They're about to fall into place like the final pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. Suddenly, the awkward silences, the sketchy excuses, the half-baked stories, it'll all make perfect, frustrating, and oddly satisfying sense. Think of it as life handing you the highlight reel of red flags you accidentally ignored. But let's talk about love, the Leo Achilles heel. Real love? It uplifts you, nourishes your soul, and yes, sometimes gives you the kind of butterflies that make you feel like you're in a teen romance movie. Fake love? That's a user manual for manipulation. It drains you, twists your kindness, and turns your loyalty into a weapon against you. And Leo, your heart's a masterpiece. It deserves real, not rehearsed. So it's time to retire the idea that loving hard means tolerating nonsense. Here's the golden rule from this old zodiac scholar: keep your heart open, absolutely. But don't leave your front door swinging wide open for every emotional thief passing by. Loving smart doesn't make you cold, it makes you wise. And wisdom, dear Leo, looks damn good on you, especially in the year of triumph 2025. Let me tell you something, Leo. One of life's greatest plot twists is discovering who really stands with you when the glitter fades and the masks drop. Some friends? They'll shock you with their loyalty, standing tall beside you when things get messy, no questions asked. Others? Well, let's just say they'll reveal their true colors faster than a cheap t-shirt in the wash. Either way, the beauty of this moment is that you'll finally know who's who in your kingdom. And trust me, Leo, every king or queen needs a loyal court, not a circle of clowns auditioning for attention. Now, let's talk about anger. Yes, you're going to feel it. And you've earned every ounce of it. You poured your heart, your time, your trust into someone who turned out to be a fraud. But here's the deal, anger can either be a fire starter or rocket fuel. Don't waste your energy torching bridges that were already crumbling. Instead, use that fire to launch your next victory. That betrayal? Just your prelude to a legendary comeback. You're a Leo. You roar, not rage. And don't you for a second think this happened by accident. The universe doesn't throw random storms at the chosen ones. This is your divine exposure, tailor-made for your growth, protection, and awakening. It's a spiritual wake-up call delivered with a side of tough love. Why? Because the universe would rather you be a little heartbroken now than fully shattered later. It's grace, wrapped in a hard lesson, designed to set you up for your breakthrough, not your breakdown. But here's the part you may not see yet: your story isn't just about you. Your experience might be the beacon another Leo needs to find their way through the same storm. So don't bottle it up. Share your wisdom, your scars, your truth. This is your moment to shine as a guide, not just a survivor. And stick around, because this isn't the end. This is just the kickoff to your year of triumph 2025, and trust me, you're about to write a comeback story that even the stars will stand up and applaud. And if you're wondering about your strength, unmatched. Your comeback? Guaranteed. Because you, Leo, were born to rise. You don't crumble, you evolve. You don't hide, you shine. This betrayal? Just a plot twist before your epic triumph. I've been studying zodiac patterns, human behavior, and the karmic cycles of relationships for decades, and I can tell you with certainty this is your divine upgrade. The universe is clearing your path, making sure your light isn't wasted on fools who don't deserve a front row seat to your greatness. So go ahead, roar a little louder. Live a little freer. Love a whole lot smarter. And if this message hit home, do yourself and someone else a favor. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, Golden Fortune Leo. Because trust me, this journey, it's only just getting started. And you, my fearless lion, are exactly where you're meant to be, on the brink of a life that's bigger, bolder, and brighter than ever.